Scene 2, take 2, episode 15, Focus Vibes. Let's go. Hey, what's up, guys? It is your boy Steezy once again. We are back with another jam-packed episode of hashtag Focus Fridays. Well, shout out to everybody who's been watching all our videos from the beginning. I'm basically even talking about the real ones who've been watching us for quite a while now. Well, shout out to you guys. You guys are the best. And also, I got a shout out to those who are watching this for the first time, wondering what is going on. Well, whatever's going on, I'm gonna need you to click that subscribe button. I need you to like and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time we release an episode. I think then that's when you'll know what's up in this YouTube channel. But anyway, let's get down to business. And today, well, tonight, we're talking about the one and only Amrig. For me, he's probably an episode I was really waiting to do for quite a while. I think I should have done this episode back in season 1, you know. But basically, I think Amrig, I was just saving it for the right time, I guess, you know, but I guess there's no right time other than now, you understand? So I decided, well, let me just get down into detail, because I mean, I've been itching to talk about him, in all honesty, because basically, to me personally, I think his music is really great. His music is quite conceptual, and you know, I relate a lot to most of the things he decides to put out most of the time. So I decided, well, let's talk about the greatest in the saddle, you know. But yeah, anyway, we're talking about Amrig, who to me, in my personal opinion, well, I stand to be corrected, is an artist who was previously signed to a label called Swazi Jive. Don't want to get into detail for that, you know, that happened, you know, and then he in my opinion decided to, you know, go do his own thing alone, you know, which to me I think was probably the wisest decision he could ever make for himself. I don't think he would be gunning for his full potential like the way he is right now if he did not, you know, like go out and do his own thing. I'm not up against anyone who's not signed. I'm not up against basically anyone who's signed to a label, but you know, sometimes in life you just, you know when something's not for you. You understand? And you know, at that time, I respect Amrig for realizing that, yeah, being in a label was not for him. You know, and I salute him for that. You know, basically the reason I decided to even talk about Amrig today was because sometimes we fail to realize how much of a great artist some people are, you know, great artists some people are, basically. And to me, in my opinion, Amrig was I think was it back in 2018 where I first ever heard him, you know. I think I'm not sure of the track he was performing though. I'm not even sure if it's even on the internet, but I think if I'd listened to it one more time, I'd remember which song was it. But I remember there was this function at my school, or previous school, high school, basically. He came through, you know, and you know, that time he was signed to Swazi Jive, and then his boss came through, obviously, to the school, gave a speech, you know, about whatever was happening with Hypnotic anyway, you know. that's not what I'm talking, what my talking point is, basically. But all the other artists that I didn't know, local artists, because you know, I'm basically a local person, you know. Usually when you even look at my most recent listens, it's as local as it can get, you know. I don't really listen to overseas artists like that, you know, because I choose to appreciate what we have as a collective in the continent and, you know, Southern Africa and all that, you know. But I remember when I listened to Amrig for the first time, he was performing at my school. He performed, and I lost that picture that I took while he was performing. I really had a very, very great memory of that picture that I took, but unfortunately, well, I had to change systems, so I lost the picture. But I remember even taking a picture of a moment where he was literally looking at my camera. I'm not even sure he remembers that moment, but he was literally looking at my camera, and it was a really nice picture. I had it all this time and I only lost it this year. Actually, I was gonna show it up here, but I lost it. But for me, it was like capturing a moment of knowing a person for the first time, you know what I mean, and knowing a person that like I really felt him, the way he was coming through with the punchlines or whatever he was coming through with. At the time, it's not a really vivid memory of the song, so I can't really speak on it. You understand me? But when he was performing, I could tell he's enjoying what he's doing. As a person who was also, I was literally like trying to grow my passion in photography at the time. I could mostly relate to what he's doing, because when you watch an artist perform, there's a difference between watching an artist perform for money and watching an artist perform to portray his passion for what he's doing. And in my opinion, I think that's what Amrig was doing. He was just literally portraying his passion, how he feels about whatever song he's performing. And for me, I just can't. That's why I really needed that picture for you guys to understand exactly what I'm talking about, because even that picture could tell you that he was literally feeling what he was doing. He wasn't just performing, because some artists, when they're not getting a good buck when they're performing, or when they're not getting a buck at all, it's like, I'm just performing because I have to perform. You understand? But when it's out of passion, you get to see it through that person's eyes, that this guy is really passionate about what he's doing, and he's gunning for it. You understand me? And for me, I think that's the level playing field that Amrig is getting at. And for me, I think that has to be the greatest thing, greatest moment I've ever had, of Amrig. I think to me, it was just how I felt he was, or it was just how I felt I was going to love his music eventually. Because listen, I wasn't a big listener at the time. I never used to get down into detailed music. I wasn't even in the entertainment industry. So for me, it wasn't like I have to listen to this guy. You understand? And I wasn't even on SoundCloud, so I wouldn't even know most of the time where to find local artists' music. And as I got closer to artists in my own space, in my own private life, as I got closer to artists, I got a little bit more exposed to the local talent that we actually have, and that being, I was able to find this little small world called SoundCloud, this little small world called SoundCloud, where I could find all, the resident locals at the time, like Amrig, Amari, if I'm not mistaken, The Boy, Team Obvious, and all those kids, who are still, big SoundCloud artists at the time. And for me, it was crazy when I listened to Amrig. I think I remember the first time I listened to Amrig on SoundCloud, because obviously, when you follow someone on Instagram, he can update you on how you dropped, and you understand. So for me, when everyone was talking about this track, star, I'm like, what is star? What's going on? You understand? At that time, I didn't really have my phone. So when I got back on my phone and got back on Instagram, on the socials and stuff like that, I got to see, Amrig star. I checked it. I did what you should be doing. Click the link in his bio. I clicked the link in his bio and I listened to Star, which I think Star has to be. It was a track that he did at a time where he was still signed, and then he remastered it, and then he didn't remaster it, but he owned the master eventually under his own. I think that's himself. Yeah. And then he re-owned the song. He named it under Amrig, which was actually quite a great thing to me. Honestly, if when I listened to Star for the first time, I think I remember being literally really speechless, I didn't even know how to react to the song. Like even now, I still don't know till this day how to react to Star, because I just don't know what to say about that song. It's that much of a great concept and a great idea of of an artist's state of mind. I think if he was writing it under a certain state of mind or whatsoever, but under that very concept of artistry that he did it, for me it was like, what is this? You understand? Because at the time, I think at the time when he released Star, if I'm not mistaken, it was around the trap times, the peak of your Nasty C type of music, the peak of I could name a few artists, but I'm gonna just keep it short here. But basically, for me, it was at a time where trap music amongst the youth, because you have different markets to your music, and towards the youth, most of the time it was more of your trap music that used to be the uprising, and everybody used to love trap. Everybody used to love wilding out and getting crazy. You understand? And like literally jumping up and down. That was the time. I'm not sure. I think he released it in 2019. But at the time, that was when trap was at its least peak. It wasn't at its most influential peak, if I'm not mistaken. But I stand to be corrected as well. But it was at the stage where it used to influence the youth a little bit more than you would think. So listening to Star for me was like, risky concept, but it is a really good song. You understand? And for me, it was like, for me, what really struck to me the most was how he literally just took a left turn from everybody else. When you can listen to all the songs released in that year where he released Star, 2019, stand to be corrected. When it was that time, I think he's the one artist to me. I'm not sure if he was the only artist that literally took a left turn from wilding out in his songs and like literally looking for a vibe, basically looking for a hit. I think he took a left turn and went to something that he really felt. Star for me was something that really did touch everybody who listened to it. I think that was around the time where he decided, well, I'm taking a left turn from Swazi Jive as well, anyway, I'm not going to go into context with that, but basically it's how it was like literally the benchmark of change for Amrig for me, in my opinion. I listened to Never Right, I listened to Nothing to Lose. Those are two good tracks. I wouldn't really underestimate them on that. But as soon as he released Star, I felt a sort of diversity inside him. A sort of energy where it was like now more about him putting more of himself into the music more than him putting basically lyrics into the music, because in all honesty, I've said this before so many times, you find artists caught up in a type of world where they focus more on the lyrics instead of focusing more on the message they're trying to portray for themselves and for the people who would possibly listen to the music, because now it's all about the music. It's all about you when you write music. You understand? If I'm ever, in my honest opinion, if I'm ever gonna decide, well, maybe I should, release a song or two, I'm obviously going to focus more on how I feel at the time and put that type of feeling to the music, because I'm too much of an introvert, so I don't really express my feelings, right? So I'm gonna want to put all those feelings into the music, and hopefully maybe it can cure someone, or maybe some people can relate to what I'm trying to portray and whatsoever. You understand? I'm not sure what Amric's state of mind was when he was writing Star, but Star for me was probably even my all-time greatest song I've ever listened to in the whole world. Literally, in the whole world, I've never heard a song like Star, even till this day. Think about from 2019 to 2021. You think there's so many good tracks that came out in that time bracket, but for me, if I have to decide which song stood up to me the most and was like the one song that I felt in all those years, the real song, the song that I really felt out of everyone's songs, I'm not saying, I'm not underrating anyone. All the other songs were good from all the songs I've listened to, but for me, I think Star's still at the top of my list, even out of all my all-time favorite songs. Even when it comes to, everybody knows I'm an AKA fan, even when it comes to that type of music that I listen to from all those other artists, for me, I think Star still stands out till this day, And then he released Running, and then there came the album. I'm not sure if it was an album or an EP, but I think it was an album. It's called Madhouse, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, that for me was also a good concept. I think Amrig just wanted to come up with the concept where he's able to express himself. I think Amrig is more of an expressive artist more than anything else. Hold on. Just wait a second. I think I just glitched your TV a bit. Just to remind you to click that subscribe button, notification bell. You get notified so that we all good. You watch all the episodes. You understand? And do watch the previous videos as well. Watch from the first episode and binge watch up until to the 14th episode. Well, anyway, I think we should get back to the video, but subscribe, please, man. Subscribe, bro. I need you to subscribe. Notification bell so that we can have a nice journey and you can know that you're a real one at the end of the day. You understand? So let me just go back there. Let's go back. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, I think Amrig, to me, has to be more of a conceptual artist more than anything else. I don't think for any second that he's doing his music just for the sake of doing it, And I just remembered something. He released a snippet of a track. I'm not sure who the featuring artist is or if he's being featured as well, but he released a snippet of a certain track that he did, and he's working on it, or I'm not sure whether he's working on it or he's actually about to release it, because we're watching, we're just waiting for a release, But for me, I think the thing is with me about Amrig is that I get a little more than excited about when he wants to release his music, or basically I get overexcited on his music, because I think I'm more of a good silent fan, if I have to put it like that. But basically, I think Amrig has to be one of the greatest artists I've ever heard of or watched in my lifetime. I think whatever he's doing right now, he knows that everything's working out for the best. You understand? I'm not only talking about the fact that he's doing his own thing overseas, and I'm literally growing his market and expanding his team as well. But for me, I'm only saying this because I listen to the growth in his music and the growth that he has within his music, to say, well, he's a great artist, and he's literally growing at what he's doing. You understand? And for me, whatever he's planning on doing, or whatsoever he wants to do with his music in the future or in the near future, I think I'm fully behind him, whether I'm against it or I'm with it, because I think he's more of a visionary more than anything. You understand? Because most artists, you can find most artists in a type of spot where they are artists, but they are not visionaries. You understand? And I think Amrig, to me, in my personal opinion, again, personal opinion, he's quite a visionary, and I think everything that he's doing right now, I think there's only greatness to follow, and I can't wait to see what he has in store, especially when it comes to his music and when it comes to his goals he's set for himself, and especially his full potential. I can't wait for that one as well. But basically, I think Amrik has to be one of the greatest artists I've ever seen flourish in this industry, and I can't wait for that single, whether it's a single or whatsoever, and I can't wait for it. Also, I do have to give a reaction on the summer pack. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Margaritas and Sunsets. That for me, just corroborates everything I've said already. In the sense that it's these concepts that he keeps coming up with are more experimental and artistic than you would think. You would be experimental most of the time, but for me, with Amrik, it's more of being experimental and being artistic at the same time. So you're basically experimenting the art that you're trying to put out eventually, which is the output of your full potential. And the Margaritas and Sunsets pack for me was probably one of the greatest pack. Roof was my favorite, obviously. It's the summer song, it's the song for the summer. And Roof, man, Roof has to be the best track I've ever listened to in that pack, because it's for me, it's the type of diversity that he's bringing out in his music, and the diversity that he's bringing out, this is the international type of diversity. That's the international stature diversity. Let me end this. It's the international type of diversity, and for me, I think it has to be the greatest thing, because I don't think that his market only resides in Swaziland. I think his market actually resides into the whole world, and it actually expands to the whole world. And I hope that happens for him, because I really feel like he deserves it, and he deserves the growth and the love he's getting from me as well. Obviously, I've been giving him love all this time. It's been all love, because I literally do love his music. His music is really good, and all the best for his future endeavors, man. All I have to say is, man, I really hope he keeps making the type of music that makes me smile. Yeah, that's all I can say. You understand? But anyway, I'm not gonna do much on that. I just really do hope that he carries on, tigers on, and I can't wait for the next album, the next EP, the next single, whatever he's planning on releasing next, and man, I just hope he keeps on working, and he keeps on building his craft and all that, because he's a really great person instead. Yeah, actually he's a great person as well. For me, all these years since 2019, that was around the time where I started listening to Amrig. From that time till today, I feel like I'm literally getting to know him as this silent fan. It's a great position to be in, to actually watch someone grow in what they're doing, and I couldn't be much happier. I could even get emotional, But anyway, do go on and click the link in his bio. It's Amrik Official on Instagram. Go watch Star music video that's out as well. It's a great video. It just portrays the whole concept of the song, and the video was also a great video. Maybe I might react on the video in a little something, but the video itself, the video of Star, basically is just a reaction on its own. I might react, I might react later on, and we might see what happens, but Basically, yeah, do click the link in his bio. Check out his discography. He's got really great music, and do follow him because I think he's got music coming up very soon. So I can't wait for that. And yeah, do that. And remember, while you're doing that, to click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified. Every Friday, every week when we're releasing an episode. Anyway, it is your boy Steezy once again. This has been Focus Fridays. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. What's up?